Hi, Gemini rising sign. Here is your weekly forecast starting on the 28th of April until the 4th of May. So, welcome back, Gemini rising. We are in the middle of a significant shift. To understand where we are going, we have to recognize some of the past actions or some of the internal rearrangements you have been undergoing. Last week, Venus met Uranus in the 12th house, the house of subconscious hidden matters. So you likely experienced kind of like sudden aha moments, maybe a dream, a secret revealed, or a sudden urge to break free from any type of internal patterns, something that has been keeping you trapped in the past. You were pushed to detach from a version of yourself that wasn't being honest. Now, Venus went into the sign of Gemini and made a sextile to Neptune. Now it's making a trine to Pluto, Juno, and a sextile to Saturn as well. So this is the continuation of the previous week, but the energy shifted rapidly from that inner cleaning to outer expansion. You are being asked to take that new sense of clarity and apply it to your identity, your beliefs, to live life a little bit, to change your belief system, to change who you are surrounded by, who you choose as your own community. So that Pluto, which is in your ninth house, making that sextile to the house of trine to the house of self and identity. It's really about a activation of your personal brand and how you want to be kind of publishing, selling yourself. Yeah, this is about potentially changing your mind as well. But no, you're not just changing your mind, you are fundamentally altering your philosophy of who you are. And with Juno being there too, you are entering this new long-term commitment, maybe to a life path, maybe to a new religion, a new belief system, a new goal that demands you to take your vision seriously. This is about shedding a bit of a immutable mask, really, the one that changes to suit everyone else. And you are stepping into more of a powerful position. You can own your own conviction. You can express your opinion. You can express who you are. So it's not just about flexibility. Remember, the Aries part of your chart is about you being certain about what your goals are and who you are. So if you have been hiding your true opinions or keeping your goals small just to avoid certain type of conflicts, then this is about pretty much digging down your flag, speaking your truth. Authenticity is the greatest currency right now in your life. Now, Venus is making a square to the nodes as well. And the nodes are in your fourth and 10th house. And a square to the node is always a choice, especially in the sign of Gemini, because you have got many choices. This is a classic tension between your public status and your private foundations, your home life. So, am I going to choose my career or am I going to choose, for example, my family? You might feel tempted to lose yourself in the needs of your career or family expectations. But when you actually need to be focusing is on your own identity, not necessarily getting lost in the middle of this kind of fight. You might worry that if you prioritize yourself, your reputation will suffer or your family is not going to support you. Now, Hebe enters your first house as well, and Hebe is the archetype of youthful service. It's in the house of self. So she says, stop trying to force your identity to please your network and start looking at how your personal presence can serve others and how you can actually take care of your physical body also. Because you might feel the stress of public expectations. Pause a little bit. Instead of overperforming, ask yourself, how can I lead with my natural Gemini curiosity? Hebe always brings this light service-oriented touch to any house, and that's the house of a personal brand right now. So be a generous mentor, be a little bit more playful, curiosity, try different things that works for you, rather than becoming kind of like this guarded performer. Then we've got the Mercury and Chiron conjunction happening also in your 11th house this week. And or 11th house is the community, the goals. And this is where the 11th house is where you find your people. So conjunction is bringing a healing moment into your life. You need to speak your truth about a friendship wound, somehow someone who hurt you, a goal that feels blocked, a group dynamic that has been keeping you quiet in a way to avoid being an outsider because I wanted to badly fit in. And Mercury shifts into the 12th house. And hopefully you have healed your social life. Now you are ready to build an inner peace, or you are ready to kind of like let go of certain type of toxic people from your life as well. Because remember, you are focusing on your personal brand this time around. Maybe you want to be having these grounded discussions with a friend or a group of people. But the mind starts doing this reflection in the 12th house, becomes introspective, but it becomes solid as well. So this is great for journaling, meditating, set clear long-term spiritual goals as well. Moon goes out of bound this week, and Shiva also enters the 11th house also. So Moon is going to be majority of the time in the sign of Sagittarius during this out of bound period. And this might bring some unpredictability or unpredictable behavior in your love life or business endeavors as well. There could be a lot of clients coming, or the clients can be canceling on us, or I've got this urge to break the rules of our relationship. While Shiva is about transformative destruction. So it's the destruction of all inefficient networking patterns or stagnant group dynamics. It wants to rebuild your goals. It wants to shed away the old goals that are not necessarily working for you. And don't forget that we have got so much energy happening in your 11th house right now. But your relationship can feel very hyperactive, maybe sudden impulses to change the dynamics of your close bonds. And with Shiva in your 11th house, the real action is in your network. So if a group or a community goal isn't working, it's keeping you small. Break it and build a better one. You are the architect of your future circle. You are the architect of your future, basically. And be aggressive about cutting out the social obligations that potentially drain you. So there is an identity reset happening at the beginning of the week. There is a bit of a tension with your public path and your personal autonomy. But then you are entering the weekend with a lot of relationship sparks, which could be obviously good and bad as well at the same time. The universe is asking you to get serious about your own conviction. You are meant to be building this public life that you supports your personal truth. And I'm not going to allow anyone to kind of ignore me anymore. So good luck, Gemini, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye bye.